Welcome everybody to this Friday's edition of Strong Perspective Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Keith Armstrong, along with
Uncle Spoke.
I'm David Armstrong.
okay. We welcome you to our innermost sanctum that we choose to share with you. I hope everybody's had a great Friday. As a matter of fact, I hope you had a great week. My folks in the South, the Lord spared us it, but that a hurricane / tropical storm that went through your places, I hope, lives are saved and as minimal of property damage as possible.
That's real.
I did all my calling to the family that I knew down the way. I'm going to reach out to some more to make sure they were squared away. So I'm going to make sure I do that. But I hope everybody is safe as they can possibly be. As per usual, let me do some house cleaning. Why I keep saying house cleaning? It's housekeeping. Ain't that it? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and do this, please. Our YouTube channel is called Strong Perspective Podcast, and it's on YouTube by that name. Please go like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Help us build up our numbers while we try to figure out how we can build up our numbers. I know it doesn't have to do with the quality of the show because we have great content. The three of us, we show different sides of the same coin, so to speak, and we give great commentary, and our guests, has really and truly blessed us with great commentary, opening up their, parts of their lives to us in the audience. So go like, share, and subscribe, and check us out. We're here every Friday at 7:30. Damon, how was your day today, man?
Day was good, man. I love this time of year with the fall weather.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's like I come alive, man, and I didn't get out there as much as I wanted to, but I enjoyed some outside today, man. It was nice. Nice fall weather, man. I love it.
Okay. Quiet. What about you, sir? How was your day?
It was a good day, man. It was a good day, man. But this week, man, yeah, I heard you mention the hurricane and everything, man. It's been raining here in VA since Monday, like
Yeah.
almost nonstop, man. And it's just like put a serious ache on my body, man. I didn't realize that rain did this to me because I can't really remember a time where it just rained this much.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
But back aching and all that, and that tears I'm getting all in. No, I don't like that at all.
So then seep down in them joints.
Hmm.
Let you know I'm alive. I'm in pain, but I'm alive. Yeah. Um, I
How
think
was your day, bro?
I think a good day. Good day. 9/28/64 is when this young man was born, and
It's up.
that anniversary is tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to the big 6-0. Even though I don't look like it, the big 6-0. Um,
Happy
just
birthday,
looking
bro.
forward to it. You know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
this is rare air. And Damon and Jaquar, you know what I mean. This is rare air for us. So, as a matter of fact, all three of us have been breathing rare air for a minute. So, you know, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, you know,
So you just relaxing tomorrow, bro?
playing it
What
by
you?
ear. I don't have no plans. We have a tradition though when my family is each birthday we go out to dinner. We have a birthday dinner, so I know that's going to be showcased tomorrow. But other than that, I mean, I believe in celebrations, right? But if you don't feel like celebrating on the day, you might as well celebrate throughout the year until you change the number. So I think I'm gonna pick that up and see how that feels. I think it's gonna feel well. Matter of fact, I think it's gonna feel perfect because it's gonna match my mindset. You know what I'm saying? You know. I tell you guys, I told Damon this a couple times in the last couple of days about election time for the president of the United States. For some reason, I feel as though two things, and my barber pointed out a third thing, but two things always seem to be happening when it's election time. No matter how high the gas prices were coming up to November, they start to drop. Right? That's one thing. Then the second thing is we always have some kind of celebrity on trial for some depravity. I might be wrong, but that's what it feels like, at least the last 12 years. You know what I mean? Now, am I speaking on some kind of conspiracy or something like that? No. But you know how you just notice it? Like when you first notice, even though you got gray hair all through your head, but when you first notice you got gray hair, you say, hey, look at this shit. I didn't know this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what I mean, is it things that you guys, let's poke a little fun at it. Is it anything you guys have noticed around presidential election time that you can think of?
For me, not anything like that, man. But for this particular election, I mean, you got Vice President Harris and former President Trump, in a competition or whatever, and Trump and with his antics and everything, it kind of makes me feel like somebody wants us to vote for Harris.
Mm.
Like well, what crazy outlandish shit can we get him to say next to ensure that everybody's going to vote, a certain way, this certain way that we really want you to vote, because with the shit that he's trying to pull now, anybody who votes for him, with any sort of fucking sincerity is a fool.
So
They tried. His own people tried to kill him twice.
yeah, how about it? So do you think he's a double agent?
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna be honest with you, Jacoy. I kind of felt that way about Vance. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, listen to all the things, man, that he had to walk back that Vance said, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like he intentionally trying to sabotage the guy, sabotage it.
Sabatouji.
And so I understand where you're coming from, man, because I definitely felt that way. I just thought he was that with him. That's just par for the course, man. But with Vance, I'm like, man, this dude, he a double agent, man.
So Damon, do you have anything that you kind of feel like every time we have a presidential election, something that particular thing pops up?
As far as the gas part that you were talking about, yeah, I can see that. The celebrity part, I don't know if I really had been paying attention to it. But I'm quite sure you got to be close, man, because it's always something.
I'm thinking about 4 years ago, Epstein.
Yeah.
And then Weinstein, I don't know how far in advance he was with Epstein, but it's close to like 4 years apart, 3 to 4 years apart.
Man.
You know what I mean? No means no.
I know they ratcheted up on the. I mean, they took lying to a whole nother level, man. I don't even understand. I think it got to be interpreted, man. You know, we got to find somebody like they did the hieroglyphics and shit. We got to find somebody to interpret these lies, man. That's like on a whole nother level.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
where the hell, man getting smoked on the debate stage, and his response was, well, they eat dogs and cats, and when he pivoted like that, man, that was just like a child, man, to me. I said, man, do you see this child?
He panicked. He panicked, man.
He was like, well, your feet stink. Nah.
That's what it was.
Something on that level, man.
Yeah.
Your breath smell like shit.
And because he didn't have a rebuttal,
Yeah.
they did this shit, man. Because he didn't have a rebuttal to this woman. He bring up this shit. Now they got bomb threats and they have to evacuate and all this, man.
No, look. First of all,
You know,
and what's so funny about it is the initial report. It was a woman who reported that she saw someone kill a duck and carry it away. Snap the duck's neck and carry it away. So tell me, how did that turn into cats and dogs?
That sounds like sound economics to me.
I mean, and the point is,
motherfuckers walking around looking all fat and shit, and we ain't got nothing in the ice box.
look, but the thing about it is they never found anybody. See, that's what it is. The funny thing about it is I learned this as a young guy. And then from my father, like, yo, don't believe everything a motherfucker tell you. You know what I'm saying? Go research it first before you make a decision. You know, sometimes you got to make split-second decisions, but really, if you got time to find out a little bit about it, then you better do it. You know what I mean?
man, he just keeps them coming though, bro. You get overwhelmed trying to keep up with the lies and the foolishness, man.
But you see that's
like,
the thing.
damn.
Now
I just look at it sometimes for comedy.
But here's the thing though. The vice president was up there with some zingers too. And she was trying to match his energy, man. Okay, you gonna lie, then I'm gonna twist the truth too. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I think she won the debate because she is. I really feel she's the better politician. You know what I mean? It's what it is.
You know what's crazy to me, fellas, is that when she walked out on that stage, you know what I'm saying? When they both was walking out of the stage, and then he was walking behind this podium, and she realized that she had to change her direction to go shake the man's hand. She knew she had him in, man.
You know that's a technique, man. See, one thing about Trump is I think he is slow, like special needs slow, really and truly. But he had a rich father, right? But what he's good at is business negotiation. So, and what he excels at when it comes to business association is to bully negotiations and be disrespectful to throw the person off. He did that to Hillary Clinton. He tried to do that with Joe Biden when Joe Biden still had a little bit of mental clarity. And Joe snapped at him. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about it is,
and that brought his supporters back on his side.
I think, man, you know, apparently there's a lot to that, man. But where I have to be careful is when I listen to him, I know I got to take the man serious, but he ain't the same dude he was, man, 10 years ago. He was a totally different guy, man.
You talk about Trump.
Yeah, totally different guy, man.
Well, you
This
know what?
dude, man, he be just be like on saying some crazy shit, bro.
But you know
I
what?
mean, just be lying, man. You know who does that? I mean, I don't know anybody on this earth, man. That's that brazen, man. When it comes to just lying to somebody in their face, man.
Okay, I got a question for you and Damon, you and Jaquari. Is it a lie if people choose to believe it?
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know Christianity.
But
No, no, I'm just talking. No, I mean, you know, it's if there's some sort of mass delusion that makes a certain section of society feel better, man, you know, no, it's not a lie because they're going to run with it. You know,
it's
I
not a
mean, that,
it's not a lie in their eyes, then.
it's not a lie in their eyes. You know, hell, back in the 1900s, they thought we had tails.
But
Now, either we did and we evolved,
Well,
or we never had them.
we
So, I
never
mean,
have.
how you
In
go?
order for us to have tails, we would have had to evolve from the ape. But if you have common sense, if we evolved from the ape, why is it still apes?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, though. I mean, people in general or whatever. You know, everybody says, "Oh, I don't evolve from no monkey. I don't evolve from no monkey." No, you don't. You know, people evolve from chimpanzees. Chimpanzees don't have tails. They don't have. You know what I'm saying? If that's the theory you want to go with,
We don't evolve from that period, dog. That's all I'm saying. And you know, what do you think, Damon?
when you say, "Boy, if you gonna get it wrong right, huh?"
yeah, get it wrong in a goddamn intelligent way. You know what I mean? Don't.
Right.
Bro,
I don't know, man. I
it's
just
not even close. Go
I
ahead,
just
Damon.
I just be here. I sit up and watch it, man, and I think I said, thank you, Lord, for me being in my right mind to be able to not take this shit serious, man, but take it serious. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying? And me taking it serious is to take my ass down there and vote, man. Make sure all my stuff is together and I can go and vote and get rid of this foolishness, man. But sometimes, you know how people always say, man, I never get them 2 minutes back in my life. I'm finding myself saying that all the damn time, bro. And it ain't just with him. You know, it's other people. I mean, it's on both sides. And I'm like,
you
you
know,
know,
is it a cultural thing, man? In your opinion, guys, that no matter what the truth is, if the masses want to believe it's different, then it's no matter how logically you make your point, no matter how right you are, if the majority of the folks want to believe something different, they will.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I mean,
I
people don't drink the most easily accessible Kool-Aid.
yeah,
well,
Even against their better judgment, they're going to do it.
I give you an example.
but how long do you follow the foolishness until you hear yourself say it out loud, man? You feel what I'm saying? That's something got to click, man.
It don't, man.
You know, at some point there's no safety mechanism within yourself to say, man, that's kind of fucking far fetched, man.
Okay, let me ask
Should
you
I
this
throw
then.
myself? Should I throw my reputation and who I am on top of that lie, man? When I know it's a lie,
Do you think
come on,
that
man.
you think that way because you're part of the community we are part of? Because we understand, even though we get conditioned, because if you hear a lie long enough, no matter how much you know the truth, a little bit of that lie is gonna leak into your everyday thinking, even though you know the truth.
And every time you see a lie coming in your everyday normal life, you see a lie coming, you try to avoid his ass because you know it ain't. lies gonna be spread around.
So you think is that something that our community has
I don't.
had to face? Like, oh, we know, okay, you have the potential to be great. You know you have the potential to be great, but you're being told all the time that the chips are stacked up against you, along with you're not smart enough to thrive in mainstream, along with you are too far below the poverty level to make it unless you can sing, dance, or play a sport, right? That stuff is weighed heavily on you. So what do? You take the easy way out, where you don't chase after your dream and you settle for what's given to you.
The easy target is just human nature, man. I mean, you know,
Yeah, yeah, of course.
if somebody else sets you know your bar of potential at a certain level or whatever, then you don't really have to work for it. You know, you can just maintain what they gave you, even if you don't want it.
Yeah,
And
well,
we have gotten to the place, man, that nobody wants, in our community, nobody wants most of the conditions we live through. But we've over time lost the I don't want to say lost the passion because we're very passionate about dumb shit. The important things, we handle very nonchalantly.
I
You
mean,
know,
do you think the dumb shit is magnified and the majority of us are concerned about what's important and striving and believing? Because I've always believed that, man. Even
yeah,
though
but
it's thrown in
the
our
dumb,
face, it's thrown in our face. That small percentage is always thrown in our faces. The small percentage. But the majority of people who go to work every single day, raise their children, put their children, and this is what I believe, put their children in position to succeed. That's what I believe our community, the majority of our community consists of.
yeah.
But
But it's
that's
low
what
hang, it's low hanging fruit though, man, because just because you perceive yourself and believe that you work hard at your job, it very well may be true, but somebody else is working hard. I go to work and work hard every day, man.
yeah.
But somebody is walking 5-10 miles to work and working hard every day and then walking back home.
Hmm.
So it's all about perspective.
Yeah. I mean, you look at it this way. The three of us may want more, and I'm not trying to speak for both of you. I'm just speaking, this is an example. We may want more, right? And we will get so caught up in wanting more that we don't see what we already accomplished. And somebody else sees it and wish that they had what we had.
Mhm.
This is why I'm saying to you is we have always, I'm turning 60 tomorrow. Every time I look at entertainment in which we all consumed by, every time I look at entertainment, sports, movies, singing, whatever, our community is portrayed less than. So what are we gonna start believing? Even though we may be, we might see ourselves, and which is so messed up, when you see yourself as the exception to the rule, when really and truly, because especially our generation, it was commonplace for us to make it, the majority of us to make it, to hold on to a job long enough to retire, to raise our children. That's commonplace, but we don't get to see it.
We
What do
don't
you
get to
mean we
see
don't
it, man. We, we don't get to see it because African Americans are still in a position where we believe that uh, the larger section of society is obligated to give us our rights. So when I say that, I mean when I say that, what I mean is there's enough money in our community, in the entertainment field for them to do you know solely black projects. You know,
Do,
Oprah,
do,
Tyler Perry, and
do
that's
you think?
yeah. I don't want to pick on the usual suspects or anything
Yeah,
like that. But I mean, what do FUBU stand for? For us, by us.
yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
The
If we
Japanese
want to
came to
see,
party. Go ahead.
I get it, I get it. But if we want to see certain images of us portrayed on the big screen, then we need to start putting those images up and not depending on somebody else to give us charity or having to lobby for that shit.
I got you. It makes sense.
I think, man, my whole mindset and attitude is everybody got their own, their own mountain to climb, man. They all got their own trials and tribulations and shit. And it's a struggle and it's hard goddamn work, man. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you go to the graduations and you do all these different things to celebrate and all that, and then you go back to grinding. And that's what life is to me, man. You know, um, I got you know, my soapboxes and stuff like that I stand on, but at the end of the day, man, you still got to, make sure you keeping you and yours whole and hope that
Oh,
extends out to people.
I
You
don't
know,
expect no less from anybody, bro. When it comes to
and
that kind of stuff, I
and
don't
that's how I
expect.
see it. Our dad told me something one time, man. We were talking about. I was telling him about this experience I had, man, being profiled and racism and all that shit. And he said, man, you noticed something, right? He said, man, their expectations, they had this uh, false understanding of who you was as a man. You walked in there, and the first thing they started to do was look at your stature and see whether or not you was violent and all that, dangerous and all that stuff, that the stereotypical bullshit. And he said, man, isn't it funny that you was reactionary? You didn't go in and start a damn thing, but you was reactionary. How often do black men in general go in and start anything? You know what I'm saying? Mostly reactionary. So where is the aggression coming from? Who is the aggressor? What is it done out of? Fear mongering. And that's how I see Trump, with the bullshit, which I should take more serious.
I mean,
But at the end of the day, whoever become president, everybody got to get back to that grind. Everybody got to get back to that enjoying life. You know, and that's just my.
the violence thing, right? And I learned this in my early 20s, and I started to look at life so much differently, right? Because I was always about history of the United States citizens, history of black folks, because of those calendars that we got every holiday, and seeing all those black inventors that contributed to this country, like everything that we really rely on today, had a person of color major contribution to it, right? So if you really into history, the one thing they don't lie about is their European history, right? What we get lies because they still want us to be subjugated, and they want their citizens who would be on our side because we live next door to each other, right? Not to be on our side. So this is the kind of stuff that, we hear here. They call us violent. That's the narrative of the American black people, right? They call us violent, right? But do you not understand? And the violence in our community has a lot to do with proximity, right? And I still think, realistically, I seriously think that is a small percentage doing some of the dirtiest stuff, right? And they are repetitive with it. But getting to my point, if you look at world history, Europeans have been warring since they came out of the cave. England and France have been fighting each other. Bro, when you want to talk about the Crusades, when they left Europe with the so-called religion, because they felt they went to the country where the actual religion started to teach them their own religion. And they murdered. Now, speaking in general, now this is not a history lesson. This is what I see. Now, you kind of see what I'm doing. Is what I've read. And I'm forming an opinion. Just like when you read American history, you form an opinion about certain groups, right? The Europeans have fought each other, and they all look alike, have fought and murdered each other in wars and coups and revolutions ever since they walked out of the caves. This is in the books now. It's nothing that I'm making up. This is in the books. But they call us violent. They call us aggressive. And my opinion is formed because I did the thing that I was supposed to do. Read and understood what I read. Yeah, it's bad neighborhoods in our cities, in the urban parts of our cities. And we're on top of each other, and there's robbery, there's crime. Yes, human nature, right? But why are we tagged the main aggressor to the point where we live next door to impoverished white folks, impoverished middle-class white folks living next door to them. But they believe the rhetoric so much, they feel we are the problem when they are being robbed by people they look up to. They're being conditioned to hate by the people who want to stay in power. And I brought that up to say, because I'm not making this political, I'm not making this anything, is for real, the more educated you are about something, right? The more you understand, the better you understand what your real position is. This is my opinion. Any thoughts?
No, I think we just about covered.
Damon?
I think that people make it easy to be led, man. You know what I'm saying? They make it easy for somebody to lead them, because some they might agree with some aspects of their message or whatever, but sometimes it's just being tribal and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And mad and angry and want to take it out on somebody or something. And that's sad.
I have a couple things I just want to get your opinion about. Yeah, just for GP, and we don't have to spend a lot of time on this, but just the fact that throughout my week, I read, I surf the internet, I just touch on a lot of things because I'm retired and I have a lot of free time, but mostly I've always been the type of person to know that I'm always learning. And I evolve into a better, the more educated I am, the more educated I can be about who I am, right? The first phrase, and just your quick opinion about it. Learn helplessness. I saw this on a podcast. Learned helplessness, right? And the definition of it is, in psychology, learned helplessness is a state that occurs after a person has experienced a stressful situation repeatedly. They believe that they are unable to control or change the situation, so they do not try, even when opportunities for change is available.
Well, I mean, you have to you have to define what each and every person's definite opinion about the available change is. Because just because it works for you doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I do understand the concept of it. Learn helplessness. But you got to be careful what you apply that shit to. You can't put it on everything.
Quick and easy answer, and,
Mhm.
and, and, and know it's deeper than that. Damon, what do you think?
I think that when people feel like they're just running into a big brick wall, sometimes people just get tired, man, frustrated,
Mm-hmm.
and every now and then it gets harder and harder to pick yourself back up. But that's the thing, that's the key. People generally pick themselves back up, man. And try to figure out how to move forward, in a better situation. I mean, was that like a study or something that you?
Pretty much a psychological study, and
Okay,
like I said, it's more or less trying to sound smart.
okay. Because I'm like,
Doing,
who
doing.
are they trying to apply that to? I mean, who is that message for? You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, my mic is going in and out.
I'm saying who would
Repeat that
they
question.
apply that definition to? Is my point. African Americans, white people. I mean, or everybody in general.
It's everybody.
Okay.
It's everybody. And let me make sure. I'm gonna give you the example in a second. Let me see if I can switch over so I can hear you guys better. Say something, Dan.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Oh, that's much better. Your earwax, when it comes to $5 earplugs, your earwax destroy all $5 earplugs.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give y'all an example of it, and just to just bring it on home for you. It was a classroom in which there half the classroom, and there were 3 questions on each half, right? On one half of the classroom, the first 2 questions were unanswerable. The third question you can answer. On the other half, all 3 questions were easy to answer of the same subject. So they went through it and all that, right? And the instructor like asked them each time they went down to all 3 questions. And you see the camera panning on to everyone on the side where the answers, the first 2, and they were looking perplexed of the first 2 questions, right? Then when they got to the third one, they answered it or they didn't answer it. So the teacher asked them and said, well, listen, she told them this was an experiment. And she told them, the actual setup of the experiment, right? And she asked the people on the other side. So, and it was a mix, black, white, majority white. It was a mix. They said, when you went through the first 2 questions, after the first question, how'd you feel? Folks was like, well, I was kind of confused. Then the second one, after the second question, how did you feel? And she got answered, oh, I was upset. I was this, I was that. I felt stupid. I didn't know. I was panicking and all this. So when you answer the third, did you get the third right? And the majority of the kids in the class, these are like in college level kids, right? They did not get the question right. You know what I'm saying? And she said, well, look, this is an example of, she said, this is not 100%, but this is an example of learned helplessness. Because you, depending on what kind of person you were, how you led your life, a lot of you guys were going to panic and feel left out. And when the easy question came to solve, you wouldn't be able to do it because you talked yourself out of it.
But see, that's what I meant when I said you have to be careful how you apply it, because I
Exactly.
mean it was this person was probably only trying to write a goddamn research paper, man. You
Of
know,
course.
yeah, so she's going to frustrate a group of people with a bunch of useless bullshit and call it a fucking experiment. It's not a fucking experiment. You can't do a goddamn experiment that major in the span of a couple goddamn hours. Don't make sense.
What was it? That's the whole point, though. It wasn't major. It was just a simple fact. It was a demonstration. And as you said, they was trying to, you know, hedge the bets or
Skew,
whatever.
yeah,
You know,
skew the numbers in their favor.
yeah, of course. But see, but the point is, it was interesting where you saw how, depending on your character, is what I got of it.
Hmm.
Depending on your character, because some of us would recognize, like, yo, you can't answer this. And then you'll recognize, well, fuck, this is a part of the test. They did it on purpose. You feel what I'm saying? And now you answer the third one because the third one is still crystal clear because you actually looking for the right answer because the kind of person that you are and the life that you led and how you do your thing and how you do your life, right? And those folks got the third question right. You see what I'm saying? It's just how you look at life. and like you said, Corey, that's just a small fragment. You need more research and all this and a wider thing. But they're trying to prove somebody's hypothesis. So what do you think, Dana?
I'm about to think on that one, man. I mean, I agree with what Corey's saying, but I mean, when you first described it, I took it a totally different way.
What way did you take?
When you talk about how a person responds based on who they are, their character, whatever, how you were describing it, my attitude would have been like, man, this is waste my time, and I wouldn't have felt any type of emotional thing about it at all. It's what I was thinking. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't emotionally caught up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, if it's a question, I mean, I'm just saying I didn't feel either way. I could take it or leave it. Is my point.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Y'all know how I was with the short attention. I'd probably think about something else anyway.
I'm wondering if like at the beginning, whoever conducted this experiment told these people that that's what they were going to be doing. We're conducting an experiment, or did they just do it?
No, I don't believe so. No, because they was all totally surprised by it. It's just a regular classroom setting.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I think what they call it a blind study. That type of deal where you just do it. So people not be aware of it, and they think that results are more honest when they're not aware of it. And that depends on how you feel about things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you truly want somebody to put up some effort, man, well, I guess a true blind study would be the best way to get those results. I mean, but if you well, I don't know. I would have been like, I would have been in my what the fuck bag because I feel like he wasted my time, man.
Of course. Or laughed about it because you understand there's more than just these last 10 minutes. More to life than these last 10 minutes. But see, I think that has a lot to do with how you see life, period, and what you went through prior to that moment.
And I think that's what I explained to y'all earlier today. I said I'd be watching these commercials and all this through this presidential stuff, and I immediately think, man, I never get that time back, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where my mind is, man. I'm like,
I think it's been a good discussion so far, man. But I want to lighten the mood up a little bit because today I kind of, in my mind, wanted to, one of our episodes to flow like they usually flow, but the entertainment part of me wanted to hear your opinion about certain things that's been going on, right? My first question is, you guys, I told you guys how I felt like when election time come around, the entertainers on trial for something. This whole Puffy Combs situation, right? Not the fact what do you think about it, but how do you see it is a little difference. How do you see what's going on? Because I'm trying to figure out, I know the man has been indicted on a RICO, right? And we've only heard about the young lady Cassie. what she sued him for, and all these different things. In order to have a RICO, it can't be just one person. So over the years, he probably, and his tapes is his evidence against him. Over the years, he probably had more than just one person if they throwing a RICO on him, right? I'm caught up between, and I want your opinion about this. When it was going on before they indicted him, the rumors about him being bisexual, friends from New York, I have friends in the entertainment business, right? They've always said that this dude, that's what kind of time he was on, right? And then we see it in, a little bit in social media. And as he gotten older, when he got drunk on the air, his touchy-feely part then just start leaking through because he's older. And when he got drunk, he don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you how I was early. Because all we were hearing about is now if he was drugging these men, and there might be some evidence of that. If he was drugging these men and doing what he was doing to them, he needed to go to jail, right? And I think it's evidence of it. They kind of hinting around it. But what I was getting caught up on is these guys trying to get on in the entertainment business. And they thought the road went through Puffy, or Puffy went through them on the road. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I didn't condone it, but these are, I'm saying to myself, these are grown men making these decisions, right? But then when they pulling over, when they really pulling it back, and we're about to see and hear some crazy stuff, man. Because he filmed it all. VH tapes and all. You know what I'm saying? Laserdisc. Like, I'm nosy now. Now, if he did some horrible things as far as sex trafficking, you need to pay for it. But my nosiness comes from the celebrities that he didn't use the lubricant and the baby oil on.
Well, he damn sure made sure he ain't run out, didn't
he? Plenty oil for you.
And the 700 and something dildos. I'm like, man, this man is successful. Yes. Yes.
I mean that.
Yes. Yes.
My thing is,
go ahead, Squad.
my thing is, if he wanted all that shit, why he just opening him up a store? Why he go outside for that shit?
Right.
Like, goddamn, I'll get you an Amazon or something, man. Like, keep people out your business. But I mean,
yeah,
it's gotten to the place, man, where you really can't say out loud without getting the side eye that kind of what you was alluding to, Keith. Like, these is grown men making grown men decisions. I mean, he might not have in some cases prison rape these dudes, but there was some form of coercion.
Yeah,
there was.
I think it was a little both, Ja'Quari, to be honest with you, because they're talking about him slipping people Mickeys, man.
Look, yeah. All they gotta do is just test the DNA all over his crib and shit. He found out who did whatever.
I mean, he's talking about straight up, the man is slipping Mickeys along with that whole thing, man. Come on, dog. And you know what's so crazy about it is? Epstein. That's what he was doing. But worse. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a dude, man.
And Weinstein, what he was doing with all those actresses, famous actresses, that he did it too.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's so funny is they made it low key when it was testifying, because a lot of them testified. The ones who, because you would have to do that, well, as far as the press is concerned, right? If the judge decide, well, we need them to have anonymity, he could do that. But the other actresses who early on, like, yo, the Me Too movement, yo, this dude who sparked it all, who were famous, say, yo, this is what he did to me. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, they would say a little bit about it, you know, but they graphic with Diddy. They graphic with it. He got so comfortable, he became a damn demon. And look, and Jay-Z in them tapes, you know, look, this is all gossip now.
How about this thing said allegedly?
Look, all gossip. But this is why I said I am nosy now, because they say, and it's not because I'm not going to, like I said, they grown people. I'm not going to change my opinion about it. But the funny thing about it is you understand that you don't put people on pedestals. You know what I mean? And said they got a couple. This is all allegedly. Got a couple freak tapes with Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Him, her, and Puff, and Mary J. See, I'm not surprised by Mary J. because Mary J. been his protege for years. You know, Little Kim, same thing. You know what I mean? But it was wild because Mary J. was with what's her first boyfriend and the singing dude from Jodeci was with him. You know what I mean? And she kissing on him after she done left Puff House. Ooh wait, no.
As long as it was consensual, man, the Little Kim tape. As long as it was the Little Kim that was squatting down with the monkey shot. Not this big old.
We laughing about this. I'm not downplaying what the man has done, like what he did to Cassie and other women that he did that to.
Mm-hmm.
That's horrible. And you know, I'm former law enforcement. He need to go to jail. You feel what I'm saying?
How many people do y'all think allowed him to do that shit to him?
But you gotta think about it.
Don't matter.
It's a lot. But they're not a part of the RICO. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, I just thought that's how they always got down, man.
I think all the Hollywood people got down like that, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. So none of that shit surprises me.
I was kind of surprised how bad it was with the rap community. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm kind of surprised by that.
Really?
I'm talking about the freaky side of it, not the
really.
Yeah, I am. I mean, allegedly, Trey Songz, Justin Bieber when he was underage. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, Odell Beckham Jr. You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying these names not to disperse them, but these people out here throwing their names willy-nilly. And I'm like, well, damn, is the tapes like that? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, but everybody, like, I'm sorry, everybody, you know, coming forward now,
yeah,
with allegations and shit. they need to be prosecuted too. The only person who I see in this situation, or one of the few people I see in this situation with clean hands, is the bodyguard, because he got the fuck out.
Gene
He
Deal.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, he got the fuck out.
But you know why? Because he was a part. He retired from DOC in New York because he
Mhm.
was working at the same time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? See that's the funny thing. You know, he was a professional bodyguard, but he was DOC. He retired from there. He was doing the same thing, so he was trying to keep his job.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But you know, when he talk about stuff, you know, he witnessed some stuff. You know what I mean? And think about it. And y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Before all this stuff, before they raided his house and all this, right? When Gene Deal, Jaguar Wright, and some of these other folks was getting on there telling the same stuff what we finding out right now, did you even come close to believing them? I'm talking about the far-fetched stuff that they saying he's guilty of right now.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
I did. Truthfully, I didn't give it a second thought, man. I just, hell, I didn't even find out he was arrested until goddamn days later, man. I didn't shit, man. Shit.
And like I said,
I think that my attitude has always been it wouldn't surprise me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I always felt about it.
I think a lot of it, if the man is guilty of it, right? And just because he gets found guilty in the court of law, don't mean that he's actually guilty. But say if he's really guilty of this stuff, I think it's all about power with him. Power over somebody.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mhm. 'Cause he's a, you know, predator. You know, he may be, and if and when he gets convicted of anything and goes to prison, he's gonna be a goddamn predator in prison. Because that's they gonna change him.
Because you know why? And he's gonna be able to do it because he's gonna be filling up commissaries. You feel what I'm
Man, that
saying?
dude,
You know, you rich in prison, you ain't gonna be touched.
man, he tried to get out on bail, $50 million. The judge was like, no.
But you know why he put up 50 million though, dog? In my opinion,
Hmm.
because he did not want to wind up like Epstein.
That's a lot of damn money, man. And they still said no. So they got some shit on them tapes, boy.
And you know, somebody said that well, I don't know if it's you, Damon, or someone else said that he did not display that he changed uh between the dates that he was actually incarcerated. When he did not change when he found out that was coming down the pike, because he found out the one young lady who got added on to it, that she's suing and she got added on to it and all that. And the reason why she's suing now is because they found her tapes and they're using her as far as other people in the part of the RICO. Well, he called her about 100 times in between things, and then the prosecution brought that forth when he was trying to get bail.
I heard that part.
You know what I'm saying? You know, he had not changed. He showed that he still was, and that goes a long way. That he was still still along the lines of a predator. You know, and look, you know he was going to do a Russell Simmons, right? Soon as he got on bail, he's going to Bali, They're gonna smuggle him through Canada. He's gonna go to Bali. He's gonna sell all his property. There's no extradition. So Puff would have been chilling with Russ. You know what I'm saying? Because Russ been gone for 10 years, 8 to 10 years. When because Russell Simmons allegedly was raping a lot of those models. And that's why he stepped down from Def Jam and he sold every property he had and moved to Bali. It's Bali, right? That's where he's at, right?
I don't know. Well,
yeah, it's Bali.
Doing yoga classes online, or you know what I'm saying? But I just find it interesting, man. I understand that, and they supposedly have a great, do you think, both of y'all can answer this for me, do you think he gonna drop a dime on everybody?
hell, ain't he at the top? Ain't he at the top of the chain? Ain't
No.
he the man?
No.
I'm saying
They
if
got
he,
him. No, they got him, right? But
yeah,
he ain't even close. He ain't even close to the chain. Think about this. Go and allegedly all the CEOs that stepped down that were at his parties.
that's what I'm saying. They was his parties, man. You know what I'm saying? They probably been doing all kind of debauchery or whatever. They probably doing a whole bunch of stuff. But he wasn't he the kingpin doing all the recording and all that stuff?
No, man. He was recording for his own well-being. Think about who he was recording. You know what I'm saying? Think about the fact, like, they're going to ask the question, yo, you got a bigger fish, my man? You know what I'm saying? That's how it works.
They probably just gonna throw the book at him, man, and give him 500 years.
If you don't give nobody up, yeah. But him and Jay-Z, and I think it's smart on Jay-Z's part, just being on the outside looking in. All the people he used to mess around with, his people coming to white parties and all this shit, they real quiet. They not saying Puff was innocent or exaggerated or anything like that. You know what I mean? I'm gossiping today. I don't know if this stuff is true. And that's the whole point. You know what I mean? We just shooting the shit. And I'm saying the stuff that I heard. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna know. We may never know because, the feds might change what they do to him because of the evidence that he might bring. You know what I mean? If he implicates somebody else, because they plan on throwing the book at him because they oppose $50 million.
Where the hell they do that at, man? That's a
$50
lot of
million.
money.
Yeah.
The judge was like, "No, buddy, you gonna have to ride this one."
Man.
Yeah.
He came up with it. And he said no.
So let me ask y'all a question. How would you feel? What if we, and this is more of a whimsical point why I'm even asking this question. What if your favorite entertainers, you find out that they are one of the freakier, nasty ones? Are they gonna still be your favorite entertainer? And I'm not talking about judging, like looking down on them, but if you find out that a rapper that you love, lyric wise, right, is a power bottom like Mr. Swallow Man, right? Would you be able to see? No disrespect, but would you ever? Would your viewers their accomplishments change, or would your view of the person change? Because, like I said, I don't. If he's been trafficking and of course he's been abusing these women, man, and I think he needs to pay for that. But on the other side of stuff, right? The people who voluntarily did it, would your opinion have changed of them?
Not really, man. I'm a fan of Stevie Wonder, man, but who Stevie Wonder fuck around with ain't never crossed my mind. Hell, I don't even know if he got kids or not. I mean, I don't care. The only thing I won't do with Stevie Wonder, goddamn it, is go to a live concert because I don't want to hear him fuck my music up.
Yeah, he like now when he go live, he improvises a lot. But go. What about you, Damon?
People do shit, man. I don't nobody do surprise me, man. It just don't. And would it change? No. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't change how I think about them or anything like that. It's just how they get out, man.
I'm gonna tell you, and I get that, but I got to use R. Kelly for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
R. Kelly, way when he first got caught slipping when he married Aaliyah when she was 15, right? Supposedly being her executive producer, but groomed her, right? I didn't like his music from there. I stopped messing with him from there. You feel what I'm saying? And
No, I agree with that, man. When that illegal foul shit, I'm not with it, you know. But with their little proclivities and the freakdom and all that shit they be into, that's on them, man. As long as there's consenting adults.
Yeah. They say how Luther was second to a man. I don't give a fuck about that. None of my business. I mean, I can't. I mean, for me to waste my time, thinking about that kind of thing, man. Even if scandal does arise, I mean, that's just like, I can't waste my days like that. Like you said, R. Kelly. That's a good for instance, man. I mean, how many people do you know are still diehard R. Kelly fans?
well, that's why I even brought him up
Yeah.
because I stopped being a fan. That's what the question that I asked.
You like DL Hughley. I can't get out, bro.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I get it. But I know some for really real fans still, man. So
I get it. You
I don't
you have
know.
every opinion, and I'll debate you. Like, don't say it like he is a genius. You know what I'm saying? Because what made it easy for me with R. Kelly is he'll sing one part of his song would be to grown folks, and then the next thing, the lyrics is catering to the little young girls. You can see it. You can see the lyrics. Now I might be a little digging too deeply into it. You feel what I'm saying? But that made it easy for me.
mm,
Right, you see this what Keith Barnes said on the screen.
mhm.
Keith, you said, "Hey brothers, this is K Barnes. Do you consider that he may have gotten hemmed up by the feds years ago? They just had him allow plants and agents in those to get together to mingle and observe.
Mm.
I get you, Keith. I get that. But why they turn on him?
I'm sorry, because he's got out of hand. It was like
I mean, what the fuck? Look, he bought too many bottles of baby oil and lubricant. I mean,
No, he couldn't clean up his own mess, and they got video. Oh, CNN put out a video of him kicking a young woman's ass, and
I know, man.
and they was like, that's it, bro.
Yo,
It's
let me
coming.
tell you, that brought it home for me, man. To be honest with you.
the feds called him like, "We told you, no more goddamn crimes. We told you.
Look,
That's it, buddy."
they said, look, we can't suffer you anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's not funny. I'm not laughing at that situation, but I mean,
That,
may,
you know,
I mean,
go ahead, Spook.
in that scenario, if you know he was like a federal fucking watchdog, and you know set up these opportunities for surveillance and all that, and yeah, them motherfuckers need to go to jail too.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
It-
You know, thing that blows my mind is there's cats that think they can just do that to somebody's daughter and shit, man, and everything's suave.
Mm.
You know, where the motherfucking men at, man? Who anyway, that's a whole nother different thing, man. Because like y'all said, they be showing up at my man's mansion and shit, and come what may.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think a lot of people, a lot of names are flying. You know what I'm saying? Like, if too many names is flying, man, I get to the point like, okay, they throwing this name into the fire because they might be jealous. You feel what I'm saying? It might be this, it might be that. And this is why I say I'm curious of what's going on. And I'm nosy when it comes to this.
By the fact that this dude, man, knew that what was coming down the damn pike, man. He didn't get rid of the damn baby oil and shit, man, and the damn dildos, bro. Real talk. I mean, did they seize his crib?
They went in. They went in. You know, they went down. They got the majority of the.
What I'm saying, he had time.
Oh yeah, at time. I don't look. If he went in there, he didn't give a shit.
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't think they was gonna do it.
Right, right. And now he got to deal with it.
My thing is this, man. Just about each and every black entertainment fucking entertainer in Hollywood or goddamn the music industry at some point in time in the last year said, "Well, yeah, hell, I've been to a Diddy party.
Yeah.
And there's some strange things that happen."
Right.
But you motherfuckers kept going back.
Right.
Yeah.
You kept going back.
You know why? Because,
I mean, they said Denzel said leave before the devil get there. Well, how the fuck you know the devil's coming?
Because he been at them parties, and you know Denzel probably sat right by the door, and he looked at his wife. He said, "Baby, it's time for us to go."
Yeah.
Hey, can y'all imagine, man, how the industry is gonna be affected around that dude with the CVS stores and the Walgreens? He used to clean up with the baby oil and stuff. They used to set his shit to the side. This for Mr. Combs.
Mr. Combs, no, Mr. Combs got a personal account. This is why he can get 1,000 bottles and lubricants and 1,000.
Yeah, that was a flag right there. And Feds was talking, where all this baby oil going to this Walgreens, man? That was a flag.
And he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil. You said 700 dildos and shit. Where was the rubbers? Where was the goddamn antibiotic lotion rub and shit? Where was all that shit?
I mean, you know, it was probably there. It was probably there. It's just, you know, I think that, you know, feds are trying to sensationalize. They're trying to embarrass him. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
they
saying?
trying to.
They're trying to
Yeah, they
embarrass
trying to
him.
embarrass him. But
That's
see,
it.
you know, so them cats that was up in that crib doing all that freaky shit
Yeah.
with them dildo, they DNA all and the feds got all that shit, man.
Look,
You know what I'm saying?
Keith
They got
Barnes
all
said.
that.
Keith Barnes said, "Wait, there's no such thing as Negro diplomatic immunity."
Mm-mm.
He may have thought he had it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And then the next thing he says is he realized the devil sent out the invitations and sponsored. He's talking about Denzel. He sponsored the festivities.
Mm-mm.
Hey, I think just like a Will and Jada party, you know when it's time to leave. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, Puffy, they got him recorded on every white party. He's like, hey, kids, you got one more hour, then y'all got to go because the festivities is about to start.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
But see,
Yeah.
it's his parties, Will and Jay's parties, hell, Jamie Foxx parties,
Yeah.
whoever else throws a freak party or whatever. Before you get invited to those parties, there's somebody in your goddamn orbit telling you about these parties.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
But that's the whole point. We're talking about it. When we
So
say
why do you go? Why do you put yourself at risk like that?
because you want to get on.
They want to go, man. They want to be up in
They
them joints.
want to be there. They want that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? And my son Carson, his favorite player is his GOAT is LBJ. And we were sitting down, we were surfing through social media and just happened to stop. And his face turned, and you know, my son is brown skinned, but he turned beet red when he found out that the LBJ was going to Diddy's party.
Mm, 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 mm,
Look, this is no. This is all gossip, speculation. That's why Rihanna. Remember Rihanna? The first time he played against Golden State, and the second time, right? Rihanna was coming to every game with an LBJ jersey on, right? And you know she went before she got married to ASAP. You know she went. You know what I mean? That's what they. No, I'm sorry. I don't know if she went or not, but she was following for a reason, right? And the gossip was saying that Beyonce used to stare at him all the time too. You know what I'm saying? When she would go to the games, you know, Jay would have to nudge her. Motherfucker,
really?
avert your eyes.
Mm.
Hey,
Avert your eyes right now.
LeBron, a billionaire too.
Yeah,
This-
yeah. And, you know, like I said, we having fun with it. But this is all the stuff that I've seen. You know what I mean? Do I believe it? Oh, bro, it's gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? Because when the trial comes, they throwing everything out there because the feds is trying to embarrass everyone. You know what I'm saying? And the only way that they won't do it because you know they're gonna try to get him. The only way they won't do it if he gives something up or if he plea bargains or whatever.
Mm.
Yeah, well, the circus just beginning, bro.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
And whatever happened with those folks, man, I wish them well.
Mm.
All that.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
I just thought about it, man. TD Jakes, man.
Yeah. And look,
Damn,
I didn't know he stepped down from his church.
I didn't either.
You told me that yesterday, Fluke, didn't you? No, my barber told me that. Yeah.
I was.
No, I don't know
heard,
how recent. How recent was that? Anybody know?
I know I heard something about it, but I don't know how true it is.
You
Well,
know, he's
I was
implicated. He was implicated with Puff with that. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
allegedly, because look, I'm gonna tell you something. I might joke about it, but I always give people the benefit of the doubt, man.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because people make some stuff up.
Mhm.
What did Keith say? When you hear someone say, shout out, go Packers, know the climate of the party just changed.
Mhm.
Yeah. But look, I'm serious. I mean, just for today, me personally, I'm just naming the different stuff that I've seen that's been out there. You know, it's everybody's opinion to believe or not believe. They don't. They entertainers, man. That's what they are. They're not heroes of mine. You feel what I'm saying? But they're entertainers. I might like whatever art form that they portray, but I just think it's sad when it feels heavier on our community that these guys are out here like it'll make or break our community, in which it won't. You know what I'm saying? In which it won't. But it's like, damn, you know, people are all caught up on some shit.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You're right, Keith. But oh man. All right. Last subject of the day. And I asked y'all this shit earlier. In a social setting, give me your opinion. Is free speech really free speech? I'm talking about in the social setting. And let me
No.
elaborate on it before you answer. In your lifetimes, haven't you seen that people who try to be totally honest with people on how they feel and what they see, do they get ostracized to the point where you feel like people want you to lie to them about a situation? Like folks don't want to hear the truth. And then on the other end of it, using the truth as a weapon because you can. You understand what I mean by that? Oh, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work because that's not gonna work because you don't have it in your character, right? When
And
somebody,
you feel like that's weaponizing the truth?
I think so. You want to know why? You don't really have to say that unless you have some kind of skin in the game, right? But if it's
Mhm.
something that where somebody tells you, hey, this is what I strive to do, right? And it has nothing to do with you. This is what I mean by weaponizing. It has nothing to do with you but to listen, and they're sharing it with you. And you, instead of hearing it out and being asked how you feel, you volunteer it because either you're having a bad day or you feel that person to the fuck up anyway. And you don't even feel like encouraging.
Well, no, you're just being an asshole. It doesn't
I mean,
necessarily make you
just punch him in
state with the
the
truth.
mouth.
Say
Yeah.
what now?
Why don't you just dive on him? You know what I'm saying? And just commit to swinging and shit. No, why
So
beat around the bush?
with that being
The-
said, what do y'all think? Is free speech really free in a social setting?
No, no. I mean, because I mean, we're guaranteed free speech, in our Constitution, man. But what it doesn't say is that in all spaces that free speech is available, you got to stand on what the fuck you say. Not everybody's prepared to do that.
Right.
Okay.
You I can discriminate truth through my mouth all day. So,
Mhm.
in some cases, physically, I can't back it up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's free speech until it becomes assault and battery. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Verbal assault and then battery follow up. I mean, it's free speech until that point. But yeah, you can say what you want to say, and no, like Keith says, KB said, there's consequences to that shit.
Okay. Now,
All right, look, all the rights we enjoy through the Constitution is connected with some sort of risk. You
gotcha.
have the right to do this, but if you do, there's a chance that this will happen.
Okay.
So yeah,
Well, let me shift it just a little bit. And Damon, I want you to answer this. Why is Trump hated so much? And he's using free speech, even though it's stupid shit, but he's using his right to free speech.
You said, why is he hated?
Yeah. From the
Uh,
other side.
I don't know if they hate him. I just think that they think that he's not very smart, man, and
Okay,
he's a
well,
loose.
okay. Well, okay, from that point of view, let's personalize it. You say how you feel about Trump. If he's exercising free speech, why does he bother you?
Because I'm silly enough to take some time to listen to him and then have regrets. That's
Gotcha.
usually the case, man.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? That's usually the case because then I start feeling silly. I'm like, man, I really set up here. Man, dude. How can you keep a straight face, man? Can you imagine being in the auditorium with him and this dude just look you in your face, man, and just lie? You know what I'm saying? Just lie in your face. Now ask yourself, man, real talk. Would you have somebody in your personal life like that? You see him coming. What's the first thing you gonna do? You trying to evacuate? Man, you trying to, what I'm saying, dodge this person.
mm,
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Or
he said evacuate. That
you
means get the
or
hell out of
yeah, you look through the peephole and then be mad if somebody make a damn sound in the back, man, because you don't want to be sitting in front of some damn body, man. They just sitting there just
there.
lying in your face, bro.
Shit.
You
but
know what I'm
but
saying? And they know you know better, and they still doing it. It's like, damn, dude, what are we doing here, man?
yeah, I think the people who hate him, they hate him because of free speech and everything. They know that they can't stop it because if they ever stop it once successfully, then I mean our right to free speech would be in jeopardy, wouldn't it?
Mhm.
So I
Now,
mean you gotta, I mean, what they say, uh you gotta kiss 1,000 frogs before you find a prince.
hmm,
So
Well,
shit. Uh, I'd rather hear him say, what the fuck he's saying in front of me, and so I can pay attention to the motherfuckers who are really listening,
behind the
with a
scenes.
serious ear, and I can see them, and I know who the fuck they are, instead of
Right.
them moving in the background and shit.
yeah. Mhm.
But y'all have to admit, man, when she was cleaning his cock up on that stage, he turned around and said, "They're eating your dogs. They're eating your cats." Y'all know who I'm talking about, those people. I'm like, dude, you went there
Yeah.
because you couldn't respond to the question or
He's
respond to
panicked.
this woman.
He's
You,
panicked.
you threw the damn city of what's the city?
What's it?
Nah, so
Springfield. Huh?
Is it Springfield, Illinois?
Yeah,
I
think
yeah.
don't I
Springfield,
don't I
Ohio.
don't want to admit Ohio.
Uh,
I don't
He
know.
threw
That's,
these people. I mean, they did double down. It's like, dude,
I heard it on the newscast. You
man,
ain't
you see,
hear that,
did y'all
man.
see how silly that shit was, man? He just
No,
turned. He just said, "Hey, man, I need to get her off me, man. Let me talk about the dogs and cats."
no. Hattie,
yeah.
That's
His
literally
next,
what happened.
no, and Hattie actually said the ducks or
mm,
geese or whatever the fuck was on the pond, then people wouldn't look at him like he was crazy. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
hey, but you know his next move. If that wouldn't, if that didn't work, he would have ran up to her and said, "Ah!" and then ran off the stage. Like, I got to get the fuck out of here.
Look, look,
He go
you know
back
what it was?
and Lindsey Graham. Pay attention to his face. That motherfucker looked terrified. You know, not because he's scared of what's gonna happen. He just looks scared that he don't know what the fuck he is. He was like,
Because he's suffering from dementia, man.
they all old ass men who need to sit the
Yeah,
fuck down, man. Like,
yeah.
goddamn.
Lindsey Graham, and you can see it. You can see it. He be in the middle of the
Yeah,
conversation, then he's like, they hit that girl, cuckoo,
yeah.
cuckoo.
You see, Biden got sick. Biden fucked up the plan and got the fuck out. He was like, man, I can't do this shit no more, man. I got grandkids, man. Motherfucker. Shit. I would have spent some time with me and mine before I die. Fuck y'all. And
Look,
I'm going.
and Biden, and look, this is not funny, but it's funny to see. We're not making fun of dementia, right?
No, not at
But
all.
it's crazy where when it comes to presidents, even though you have to be at least 45, when it comes to presidents, the people feel the older you are, the better you'll be. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And what's so crazy is when Joe got up there, right before he decided to step down, and you know what? He scared Trump in the debate. Did you see Trump's face when he started to trail off? And he was like, and furthermore, when it comes to you in this wall, I'm making this shit up, folks, but when it comes to you in this wall, Donald, chirp, chirp, tweedly. Man, I looked. I was like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, save this man. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
give him some rest.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
man,
Give him all some rest. Lindsey Graham, Mitt Romney, them
All
motherfuckers
of
look sick, man.
them. Yeah.
Them motherfuckers look sick. They look Obama second term sick. Like that was already old white man. Like goddamn. Like how much power you motherfuckers need? Y'all got y'all done got all the power you ever gonna have.
You said
You just
Obama's second term thing. You know what? It's funny because my man, as soon as he got reelected, the third day, his hair went poof. It's white.
that motherfucker.
He's losing weight. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
you on the second half. You on the second half. You ain't got to worry about shit now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But
no. This what happened. This what happened. He said, I'm back in this motherfucker again. And don't even worry about the fucking die, man. I don't even give a damn no more.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Mhm.
hey, look, and it's been 8 years since he's been out, right? And he's styling, he profiling, he dancing. Right? He's in the Democratic joint, like, yo, what
Mm.
up, motherfuckers? I ain't got to
Yeah.
deal with this dumb. Don't you worry about me running for re-election. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yo, what his pants, what his jeans pull up on his natural waist and shit. Like, what the fuck? Sag your pants a little bit, motherfucker. What's wrong with you?
Oh shit.
He probably wearing a pair of hard bottom shoes with some thick and thin socks and shit.
No, no,
Sit your whole ass down somewhere.
he played basketball, so we gotta give him a little bit more credit when it comes to the swag, man. He got to do that, man. You know what I mean? But look, being the president of the United States is powerful. It will aid you because it's the responsibility. Even though there's other folks who actually doing the bulk of running the country, but the president is the figurehead, and the president knows. Obama knew that if something goes wrong, he's going to be totally blamed. Period. That's a lot of damn pressure.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure.
Outside of the pressure, man, it's just signing bills all day. If that's what you really do, you sign shit that you don't know anything about. It's fucking impossible for any person to have researched. Like, could you imagine what a day's worth of paperwork looks like for the fucking president?
I know, man.
Like, Jesus Christ, man. And then when somebody briefs you on something, you got to be able to discern whether or not these motherfuckers is even telling you the truth.
Yeah. No,
You think about all of.
I can honestly say that I have some things that I could say about his 8 years, but the one thing I can truly say is, as much pressure he was under, he held it well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His wife, she held it well. Yeah, she held it well. I don't know, man. Anything else before we get up off here? Anything y'all want to get off your chest?
No, man, bro.
It don't have to be deep, man. It's just whatever's been on your mind.
Everybody make sure they staying on top of their health, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they don't become an issue in your life. Live life to the fullest. You know, that old kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because life has a where shit just come from out of no damn where.
Always, man.
You know, so enjoy life, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, look, thing I have to say is it is truly a blessing, and I'm claiming it, to turn 60.
That's right. That's right.
It is a blessing, and especially in my right mind. Now, it might not be everybody's right mind, but my personal right mind, my personal clarity, my personal barometer of how I should walk in this earth, I feel blessed.
Yeah, it is.
Happy birthday to me, motherfuckers. I'm taking the last 3 hours. This is me. Give it to me.
Hey, why don't you take the whole weekend, bro?
No. I'm saying happy birthday to me.
Early one. Yeah.
Yeah, before 12 o'clock. I'm taking it. Give it here. You know what I'm saying? Man, if you really look back, and I know the two of you guys have had an eventful lives, and many people have crossed your path. That shit is wonderful, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit is wonderful. To be able to think back of course, you have some regrets. Now, I'm not being too optimistic. Keith Barnes, you ain't paying attention, man. I said I'm taking the 3 hours to turn 60, my guy. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Is like all of us will have regrets, no matter how small and how large. We're gonna have them. You know what I'm saying? But also, you have to look on on the positive things that's happening in your life. Like me, I know people that it seems like could never catch a break in life that are good people. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that they're good people lets me know just how blessed I am to see some wonderful moments, man. And having wonderful people in my life. I've had my fair share of assholes. Yeah, I get that. Because it's living. We living. But I always concentrate on the good.
Right.
I always do. Hell yeah, you hear me complain sometimes. You know, y'all both hear me complain, right? But it don't stop that forward motion. No, can't let it stop the forward motion, man. Hell, if you gotta just talk to yourself after you pray to God, but you talk to yourself, you talk to yourself personally, like say, hey man, you are doing enough. Or on the flip side, yo man, you are fucking up. Time to make it happen. Time to make the donuts. In whatever capacity it is to you, what donuts being made is. You know what I mean? For some people, it's eating right. You know what I'm saying? For some people, it's looking in the mirror and telling yourself how much you love yourself and believe in it. You know what I mean? Some people know the definition of gratitude, and I put myself in that category.
Mhm.
I know and understand the definition of gratitude. And my expectation level exceeds into the millions. That's my expectation level right now, not in the past. It's always going to exceed in the millions because when it happens, I'm going to be prepared to handle it. Is it?
Mhm.
That's my 60 speech because I got a captive audience. And this shit is down for prosperity. You know what I'm saying? You know, but happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you, bro. I wish
Happy
I had me a
birthday,
drink.
man.
Look, I don't care if you got water, man. Toast that shit with my brothers, the
Happy birthday,
Armstrong.
bro. Love you.
Love you,
Love
man.
you.
The Armstrong. Appreciate you, Keith Barnes. But please, as we closing this situation up, go to our YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe. Build our numbers up because guess what? We're gonna get the prosperity real time, but people are gonna sift back into our episodes and they're gonna see the gold and the diamonds that preceded what they're gonna be paying attention to now. I claim that because that's what it is. We have too much fun doing this. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
That's what it is, bro.
Any last words before we get up off this podcast, gentlemen?
A couple of things, man. Number one, sometimes, man, solutions are ugly, and God give you exactly what you asked for. Number two, see how should I put it? Small triumph, a small triumph is still a triumph, man. So celebrate yourself.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.
Keith, you talking about blue diamonds on here. Look at you, boy. We know what you're doing right now. You in your truck bed, got you one of them old parking lot. What you call them? Iguanas, not lizards. Parking lot lizards.
Hmm.
Parking lot iguanas. Whispering to her, just give me half an hour, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
No, kid. Yeah, I told you you can go with me. Yeah, just yeah. In a little while, we gonna leave. That's
oh shit. Come on, where you at? Hurry up. All right. You said Lot Komodo dragon. I told Keith you need to start taking them with you. You know what I'm saying? Baby, you want to go on an adventure?
you gonna have to do a little work. No, come on, man. Let me.
Keith Barnes is an independent truck driver, ladies and gentlemen. I'm proud of that man. He and I retired from the sheriff department, and he had a dream to be a trucker, and he's realized it. Congratulations to my man.
That's my job. That's what I do. I don't know why the hell I sung that song, man. Ain't that an old trucker song?
Yeah. Put your back in it, gal. And congratulations to a friend of the show, our cousin, Stacy Chauncey, got married last weekend.
Yes,
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you and your bride, my guy.
Happy birthday, Auntie Val.
And happy birthday, Aunt Val. Much love to you. 70
Love you.
years old. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we here. We're gonna be here next week at 7:30. Working on a guest to change it up a little bit. Got some people in line, special folks. Please go to our YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe. Make us famous. This is Strong Perspective Podcast. Great show, gentlemen. Great show. Loved your opinions. Appreciated your opinions. This is Strong Perspective Podcast. Peace.